I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Stack Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Let's make some noise. Guess what, y'all? We have a great show for you guys today. The DMV, the whole DMV. We love you guys. Atlanta, Philly, Chicago, we love you guys. Fayetteville, LA, you already know. We in the buildings. Let's go. Spotlight Over the City. We got a great show. What's up, wifey?
Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody. We have a great show today, as per usual.
That's
on
right.
Today's show, coming up on today's show, we have Reverend Kevin Hart. No, not the comedian. He might be funny, though.
Wait. Kevin Hart.
Yes.
What?
But not the comedian. We have an author and a pastor, Kevin Hart, coming up shortly around about the 7:30-ish hour. And
Great
we also
book, great
got,
title.
Yeah, we've also got a very powerful woman who has been through a lot. And October is not just breast cancer awareness month, it's also domestic violence awareness month. And so this week and also next week, we're going to be having some personal testimonies of people who have been through domestic violence situations. So today we have Veronica Burnett, and she's going to join us later in the show and talk about her experiences. And she's now a life coach, coaching others through their domestic violence situations. So
I want someone to come on and talk about the opposite side. The person was the aggressor.
Yeah, I've been trying to find that. So if you all know someone, they don't have to be in the DMV, but someone who was the offender of domestic violence, but not that anymore, obviously, and talk about it from that perspective. Let us know, DM us, because we're looking for someone like that to join next week's show.
You want me to come on and be that person?
Have you?
I've been that person as a child. My father was abusive.
No, I mean a person who has done domestic violence.
I just said, I've been that
else.
person as a child. My
Right.
father was abusive. So what people need to understand is that can transfer to you without you even knowing that it transferred to you. So you become that person because DNA transfers and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, we need to talk about that aspect maybe.
Okay. Well, closing out this week's show, we've got an amazing duet. How you say that? Duet?
A duet.
A duet, duo. They go by the name of T.W.O, featuring Ximena and Marcus.
Okay, let's do it.
How about that? So we have got a great show lined up for you all today.
You don't sound that excited. Let's rewind. Maybe we gotta give you an energy booster. You think I need to
no.
do something special to boost it up for you?
You got some? What do you have?
I mean, what you need, I might have it.
Energy boosters on deck?
What's going on, IG? Shout out to everybody on IG,
Marcus
Facebook,
got some snickerdoodles. That might help. Listen, before we get to name that song, we wanted to share with you a little snippet of a song from our friends Alfred and Sherelle Duncan. We were honored to be invited to participate in their video taping for this song.
Great video.
Alfred wrote the song. We've got some local DMV artists on vocals, Steve Roy and another young lady. I forgot her name, but she is amazing. And we just want y'all to hear a little bit of the song. It's really good.
So
it's about
going to
black
the song?
love.
It's a definitely black. It's like a
Forever
black love
Loving
tribute,
is the name of the song.
Forever Loving. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Hey, black man in love. Black man in love, hey. I'm proud, she mine. I'm loud about it, cause I love it. Any given moment, display my love in public. She's everything I wanted, cross that goal off my bucket list. See a player ain't a player when a player ain't playing no games. And they say he who finds a good wife, he finds a good thing. So I guess I'm
Back
here.
to spotlight over the city. So yeah,
That was nice, right?
Yeah.
It was really nice. And so I just wanted to say thank you to my girl Sherelle, and thank you, Alfred, for inviting Stan and us to be a part of this. And I am predicting that this song is going to go viral. Everyone, we're all into black love nowadays. We're all getting back to family values. So it couldn't have come at a more perfect time, y'all. Y'all knocked it out the park with that one.
yeah, I thought it was great. Great energy, great song. The treatment was great. Everything about it was great. So we had a great time. Shout out to the Duncans.
Shout out to them. But now it's time for Name That Song with Stack and T-Bomb. What you got?
Name that song. I got it, man. The voice is
Y'all
always
know
available.
the rules. We're going to sing a few lines of a song, that we've chose.
So before we do that, shout out to Natalia. Shout out to I can't even read. Everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on IG. This is my part of the show where the voice, myself, we come on, we sing a song, you name the artist, you name the song, and you win a situation, whether it's hat, t-shirt, whatever we have. We throw something your way. How about that?
All right. Well, I'm ready. Are you?
I stay ready. Just let
Okay.
me
You want
know.
to go first?
It's every week. The voice, I'm intimidating, but
No, I've been going first every
Ladies
week.
first.
I was going to give you an opportunity
have
to
your
get
song
yours
together.
out the way.
Okay.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
it's
have
fine.
to- Okay.
Okay. Y'all ready?
All right, let's go, T-Bone.
Last night I saw you standing, and I started pretending that I knew you, and you knew me too. You want me to keep going?
One more verse.
Hey.
One more.
And just like a brony, you were too shy. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Let's give it up one time. Go ahead, T-Bone.
Y'all know that song?
Hey,
Who's
I know
the
it. I
artist
know the
and name
song.
the song?
I know. Y'all know the song.
Denzel,
Facebook.
do you know?
Share the show. Facebook. Do you know the song? IG. It's a little old. We're a little old, but hey, we like to have fun with it. This is my segment where I dress up. I come in uniform. So when I
okay
sing,
now.
I had to be all the way there. Which one of these
All
damn
right.
cameras I sing into? I need to be.
I don't know. Which
direct.
one? Just pick one.
I'm five.
Right in front
I'm
of
gonna
you.
use five. I'm gonna go straight right here.
Yes, do it.
All right. So this song right here is really a heavy song. A lot of people may not have heard this song, but I'll give it to you,
Okay.
straight out the cut.
We ready.
Okay. Feels just like a weight is lifted. How can I repay you? Help me understand. Currency, a fist full of tears. I can afford. Fight of your life is like the cost. Time will reveal, yeah. Hey, I almost went off.
Hey, I know that one.
Hey, I almost took off. You know that song?
Yeah, I know that song.
All right,
Actually, if y'all
Who back there know the song?
if y'all was paying attention and listened to the lyrics, then you would know the name of the song too. So I just gave you a tip.
Yeah. So that's a little small hint.
It's a little
That's
hint.
one of my favorite artists. I'll say that.
Okay, well, we got
One of my
Nikki
favorite
Dixon on Facebook, who's already a winner. She said,
Ho, ho,
Tevin
ho.
Campbell, can we talk? Yes, Nikki, Tevin
Okay,
Campbell.
Nikki, what y'all got IG? I know y'all a little
I
young.
ain't see you on here,
What
Denzel.
y'all talking about on IG? Do you know the song? Do you know the artist? I got a t-shirt, hat for
And
you.
my phone over there, so I can't see the phone. But yes, Nikki, we have a hat, t-shirt, or what else we got to offer?
Mugs.
You can have anything, you just can't have Stan.
We got mugs, hugs. We got all that. You hear me?
Yeah. So
guess what?
Nikki, inbox us on Spotlight.
Congratulations to Nikki.
Yes.
You
now,
did that quick too,
we
Nikki.
need to know
so
who
I haven't
can
heard
guess
anyone
Stan's
say
song.
y'all have problems with my songs. I'm trying to.
I think they're gonna
what's
get
going
it this week because you gave them a hint. So I think
Okay.
they'll get it.
All right, so y'all
So I'm
come
gonna
on
keep
now.
looking. Y'all make sure
Throw
y'all
it in the
guess Stan's
comments,
song.
IG, Facebook. Let me know what song I sung. Artist and the name of the song. Let's go.
All right, we got some Spotlight News for you. Spotlight News is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services and Shea Butter Like Whoa. Umbrella Therapeutic Services is DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, therapy for individuals and groups. Any DC resident ages 5 and up are eligible for their services. You must be a DC resident, though, and you can use your Medicaid, Medicare, private health insurances. You can reach Umbrella by calling them at 1-888-793-4357. Umbrella Therapeutic Services. Take your mental health seriously, guys, because in 12 more days, let me tell you something. Y'all might
12
need
days.
12
It's the
more
countdown.
days. It's going to pop off.
We all gonna need therapy. I promise you this. So I'm gonna say this though. Wes, I need to call Wes. Shout out to Wes, the CEO over there, Umbrella. I need some private help, Wes. I have what I got? PTSD.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I need to talk to someone. But you in DC and I'm in Maryland, so we need to kick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
5 to 100.
Nikki
y'all.
says she's still trying to figure out your song, by the way. So,
Nikki.
yeah, you might have to do another
Feels
line.
just like a weight is lifted. You hear that, Nikki? How can I repay you? Come on, y'all.
Somebody said, Stan, your song was by Maxwell. Just trying to think of the name. Brandon, you're
Well,
good.
wait.
Come
Who
on,
said
Brandon.
that?
Come
Who
on
said
with
that?
it. Brandon
Y'all halfway
Owens.
there. Bring it on home. Bring it on home.
Brandon Owens, come on now. You
All right,
close.
give me the song. Give me the song.
But
I heard the
Maxwell is
artist.
right.
Give me
he
the
get
song.
half credit, so he
helped you out.
Okay.
All right, we got to rap.
All
Let's
right,
go.
we got to keep going. So Shea Butter Like Whoa. Let's talk about them for a minute.
Shea Butter. I got
Shea
some on my
Butter
head
Like
now.
Whoa.
I got some of that mango.
I know that's right. Well, they provide gentle, natural skincare products that are 100% non-toxic. And you all can go online to www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com, put in your Spotlight family code, SPOT20, and you can get 10% off your order. You should go there after the show. Wait till you finish watching the show. Go online, www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com. Enter, Stan and I have this Spotlight code, SPOT20. So
Spot
you can,
20.
That's right. Get you some good stuff. Stan likes the mango. I like the black, I think it's called blackberry vanilla or something like that. But it's
Oh, yeah?
really bomb. Yeah.
What you like about it?
It just smells so good.
Okay,
And it
well,
makes
it's
me
for men
super
and
soft,
women,
yes.
right? Unisex.
Yes,
and
it
so
is.
men, it's okay. You don't have to be soft to do it. You can just, kind of moisturize a little bit. If you have a bald head like me, it's good to put it on your head. If you have rusty, crusty feet, it's good to put it on your feet. All that kind of stuff. So, hey, help yourself out.
Help yourself out. All right. Well, I'm moving on. In SARS, y'all. Listen, for those of you all who have not been paying attention to what's been going on in the news, currently in Nigeria, they are protesting to end SARS. What is SARS? Special Anti-Robbery Squad. And this group was put into place by Nigerian government to protect the citizens from robberies and theft that was occurring. However,
Go figure.
this task force has robbed, extorted, raped, and killed the citizens that they were supposed to be protecting. So on
That
Tuesday,
sounds like our police.
yeah, I know,
This
right?
sound-
Sounds familiar, right?
Is this the states? Or,
Right?
You
Sounds
said it's
familiar.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's not the local task force?
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh.
that guy Derek Chauvin.
I
What he did
swear.
to George Floyd. But
That's what I
anyway,
thought, yeah, but okay.
on Tuesday, the government shut down all the feeds for the CCTV cameras that were reporting on the protests. They shut down the power, and they done gave the military the orders to shoot into the crowd. It's getting bad over there in Nigeria, y'all. Prayers up for you all,
At the election, it might be headed that way here.
I told y'all in 12 more days, it's going to pop off over here. Just
Shooting
be ready.
to the crowd.
It's going to be a mess.
They was practicing with rubber bullets. Keep it moving. All right.
Kanye West is back in. Oh, you know what? Let me back up. Let me talk about my 50 Cent. Me and you are cancer. So we're cancerians. And you know I really do have a special place in my heart for everyone who's a cancer because we rock. But people are mad at you again, 50, because you endorsing Trump. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other how I feel. I try to stay away from it. But he is encouraging his followers to vote for Trump because 50 said Biden is going to mess up his taxes and his money, and he ain't with it. So he said he is going with Trump because Trump is for those who are trying, business people, business entrepreneurs. That's what Trump is about. And 50 said, let's go with that.
So, but let me ask you guys this, though. What do you do when both candidates are goofy as hell? Like, what do you do when you don't like none of this foolishness and you already
pray.
know this is buffoonery to the left and to the right? So then, what we do?
We say,
like, is it too late for us to get a third part? Like, do we? Because Kanye, like, I mean, we can't really count on Kanye right now, you know, depending on what day. But I do like what Kanye is doing as far as the new Kanye, like as of last month Kanye, that's like, you know, a little more stable and really talking godly and all that kind of stuff. So if we had a leader that was talking a little more godly, then maybe we could roll for you. But right now, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to win either way. Like, you know, if I go to the left, I'm going to be mad. If I go to the right, how I'm going to win?
You're going to win because you're a man of God and we follow God.
Okay.
And as long as we continue to do that, we're going to be all right. And so the rest of you, I advise you to do the same. Get to know God.
But in the meantime, they looking for a president, sweetheart. So now what we going to tell the people when they don't want a God, they want a president?
Well,
so y'all want a God or a president?
You want a God or a president? I said I want a God. I can't speak for nobody else.
Okay, so I'm Team Yahweh. So
I'm Team
that's
Yahweh
the way I'm
too.
going. So I'm just asking, what we going to do when you don't like none of the presidents?
What you gonna do?
So before you get mad at Ice Cube and all these other people, why don't we see the agendas of both parties? Why don't we figure out, can you lay something before somebody? But most importantly, why don't we try to get our own agendas and separate a little bit from trying to be always begging your oppressor to help your little scary self and just figure it out for yourself and then God help you? How about that? How about do that? How about me, all of us collectively decide to Black Wall Street, shout out Black Wall Street, and reunite that whole situation and don't be worried so much about begging your oppressor to accept you. Please like me, master, sir. Can you please let me your sucker there, sir? Hey, sir, can you, master been good to us. Hey, sir, can you help us, sir? We's in, I make $150,000, sir. I don't want master to get mad at me, sir. Shut the hell up and grow up. The hell is going on? Let's go.
Listen, on those same lines, since we're talking about Kanye, we may as well tell y'all he's back in the headlines this week too. He is criticizing Issa Rae. You know who that is, Issa Rae?
Yeah.
For her Saturday Night Live hosting this past Saturday. She played a lawyer for the NAACP. You know when they had their skits, right?
Yeah,
so she was a lawyer for the NAACP, and she said, "I'm gonna be voting for everybody that's black." But then at the end of her skit, she said, "Fuck Kanye, fuck Kanye," and Kanye then tweeted.
Well, wait,
he said, "I've always said that Saturday Night Live uses black people to hold other black people back." What you think about that?
I mean, there's a whole lot of truth to that. Hollywood has used black people to hold black people back. We know that. Come on, let's not play with these hillbillies.
There's some truth to that.
It's the end times now. Let's stop.
Everything that he says is not crazy, y'all.
Everything Kanye says is far from crazy. Some of the stuff is so on point that you think is crazy because you ain't on point. But when I tell you that Kanye not goofy as you think, it depends on what's Kanye. That's why I said, now if it was last Thursday Kanye, I'm with you. Now the one right before the pandemic, I'm a little, I don't know, the verdict out. But yes, when he stopped playing with Satan and crossed over and got them demons up off that ass, that's the Kanye. But we still got some issues, y'all. So we need to collectively come together now, because I'm telling you right now, we got to stop betting on oppressors.
That's right.
They called oppressors.
That's what they call.
Yeah, they oppress.
They oppress. Yeah. Okay. Spotlight.
Well, I guess the big oppressor gonna oppress us a little less than the small oppressor, huh, master? Master says if we get us a degree, we goes to college, get us a couple of degrees, then hell, he'll accept us then, won't you, master?
Denzel, what am I
doing?
Hell
no, he ain't gonna accept you, goofy. He don't like your black ass then.
I know that's right. Well, he's not lying.
Grow the hell up,
my husband
America.
Goes a little.
You got here being a damn slave. Please remember, he dragged that ass over here. He knew who he came to get. Did you forget that history? You was somebody proud of that. The hell?
Okay. All right then, shit. Tell them how you really feel.
Let's go, damn it. Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Wake the hell up, America, before the 3rd, please. Okay. Don't be dumb.
That's right. Okay. Well, you heard it first from Stan Long, y'all. That's right.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of these Hebrews acting like they some Gentiles and being goofy.
All right.
Grow your ass up, Hebrew.
Grow up, y'all.
I'm talking to you, Judah, and Levi, and all you. Grow up.
Can we do some sports real quick?
Oh, damn. I forgot we was on the show.
Yes.
That was a cool word. Come on,
right.
Let's go.
Can we?
Welcome to the cool word.
Can we do sports
Let's go. I lost it a little bit, but I'm real passionate about this situation because I want us to come together so bad. Let's go.
Okay. Well, you all know the World Series kicked off this Tuesday with the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Tampa Bay Rays. They are playing in a neutral location, which is called Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. And this is the first time they've ever done this in Major League Baseball history, making them play on neutral grounds. And that's where all 7 games will be played in Texas. And like all other professional sports, they are using the bubble method.
I like it.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I like it.
Yeah.
And I definitely applaud the bubble method because a lot of people were, prior to that getting sick, and it was stopping the whole progress of the situation. So if you can be safe and still play, then why not be safe and play?
I just got to really quickly say, my Cowboys play the Redskins tonight. And they have really been sucking really
You
bad.
still on? Let me ask you something. That's loyalty for your ass.
They
right
can
here.
win tonight. We can at least beat the Redskins. So let's do it. Yes.
This right here is the Scrub Bowl of life. You hear me? Scrub versus more scrubs.
Okay, whatever.
Y'all division got about 3 damn wins this year, don't you?
America's team tonight.
So you do represent America well. Look at America. Look at y'all. That's the equal as hell. Let's go. America's dumbass team.
The question of the week.
Dummies.
All right, what we got
Toe
here?
to the line, niggas. Ain't that your man?
Who?
Toe to the line.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, my fault. Let's go. Producer fussing. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Amber. Let's
Question of the week. You ready? My wife keeps putting her hands and feet on me, and I don't know what to do. Every time we get into a heated argument, my wife will punch me, kick me, or throw objects at my head. A few times she has caused me to bleed. I do not hit women. I don't believe in hitting females, especially not my wife. But I'm tired of her hitting and kicking me whenever things get heated. We've been married for 3 years now, and I need some advice. I love her, and she loves me. She just doesn't know how to channel her anger. She grew up fighting. She even has an assault charge, but I don't.
well, I didn't mean to laugh. Go ahead.
But I don't hold these things against her. It's in the past. Please help. I have come very close to knocking her teeth the fuck out. But my love for her and my hatred of men who put their hands on females has kept me up off of her.
Jesus. Okay, brother.
Okay.
Okay, brother. You want to go first?
They need help from you, Stan.
Okay.
He needs help.
Okay, sir.
His
What's
wife
name?
keeps punching and kicking him.
Okay. So I would ask.
I don't want to laugh.
It's not funny because this happens.
Oh, shit. Brandon said the Eagles and the Giants play tonight. I'm wrong. Maybe they play on
maybe
Sunday.
It's not the team, but that's not that segment.
Okay, go.
So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all whack. So at the end of the day, this is what I would say, sir. You want to be respectful to your wife. Mm-hmm. Let me show you something real quick. The Bible clearly says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Mm-hmm. Did you hear what I just said? So it doesn't mean when you get married you have a wife.
Oh, that's a lot in that.
Because it's a section that's slow that I got to reach.
Okay.
I said, just because you get married doesn't mean you have a wife. So when a woman is putting her hands on your head and her foot in your ass, that's not your wife. The reason it's not your wife is because that's not wife behavior. Do you understand what I'm saying, young man? So the bottom line is when a woman starts to put her hand on you, you right this close to catching the charge. Because you can only take but so much of that, and then you're going to her head. And when you do that, the police going to lock your ass up. And so guess what you need to do, sir? You need to go to counseling and see if you can work this out. Probably can't, because by that time, the cussing and all that was early, and now the violence has started, so she's already past her threshold with you. And so I'm thinking that you should bow out gratefully and try to get your stuff together if you can't change the person, which you can't, and if they can't want to change themselves, which she don't, because she's like Mike Tyson back in his heyday right now. So she winning. So I'm thinking that you should go ahead and bow out gracefully before you catch yourself a charge. And you don't want those type of things, especially if you have children.
Well,
you might have children.
They didn't say if they have children or not, but you know.
Even if you don't,
please
run.
The softer side, I'm going to give you my perspective. And Stan and I don't always agree, and that's fine.
Terry will love the devil.
Listen,
well, he ain't that bad. At least I'm saying he well, hell, he was in heaven.
Okay.
One time.
Listen, Stan is a little bit right. I try to find the good in every situation, every person, everything that I can try to find good in a person. That's who I am. And so for me reading this, you've been married for 3 years. You've only been married 3 years. I say you should not give up yet. I actually am. So the more and more I read and grow closer to God, it could be a dangerous thing, because now I'm like, God can do anything. He can fix. He can do anything.
God didn't put everybody together.
I understand that.
Let's be clear.
I
See,
understand.
so God ain't gonna give me nobody that's gonna whoop my ass all day. So let's just be clear that sometimes you might have signed up for that yourself. And you know, sometimes we like the sex, so she's real cute, her butt look round and her boobs sit up high, and next thing you know, God gave them to her.
So if I start kicking and punching you, you're gonna leave me?
Of course, because I'm gonna catch a charge. See, I can't allow you to do that but so many times to me because I'm gonna slap your head around.
I understand both sides. I just don't want people to break up.
I just slide off and we both be friends from a distance.
Okay, so again, what I think you should do is really have a serious talk with her. I think that you should recommend counseling. And you all both go to counseling. She definitely needs some counseling on her own, individual counseling for her anger. But I think I happen to think most things are work outable if you're married and you both want to make it work. So if she is willing, I think the first step is to go to get some spiritual counseling and see if that works.
But she's being violent.
Yeah.
Like she's caught putting her fist and her feet on him.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a little bit more stern, maybe grab her hands or whatever. But I think the talk has to happen and go get some counseling. So that's my perspective.
Well, what do you guys think?
What
Facebook,
do you all think?
IG, do you leave? Do you stay? Do you let her keep putting her foot up your anus? Or do you be like, that's too much? Or do you just like a foot in your anus? Or do you let her slap all the dog snot out of you?
It's a form of domestic violence.
It's a form? A form? Lord, well, what is the real domestic if she kicking and punching me? Is she shoot me? Like what? Let's go to a commercial.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Wait. We got to talk about your black card. Right? Do we? Yeah, we got to do your black card. You got something for us this week? Stack's black card?
We'll be right back. Spotlight on the city.
All right.
Yeah. This here smell good. I'm gonna put this on. She gonna love her breakfast. Oh, that's gonna be nice. It's this right here, and put a little dab on the elbow. The elbow with them potatoes nice and shiny. This oil. Like that oil, put that a little bit on my edge ups. Get my edge up right. Oh, this smells real good. I know she'll like this, but I'm gonna put this a little bit on my privates. What's this right here? Oh, yeah, this one smells real good. The pink Himalayan South sweet orange. And get my sandwiches and get up out of here before somebody come looking for her.
Someone called about an electric problem. Hello?
Hi, sorry to bother you. We have a guest in room 640 whose electricity keeps going out.
I can get to him when I can. This hotel is falling apart. I want to make an offer.
You keep bothering me, I'm going to call management downstairs.
It's going to be a long night.
We met one night in the summer. I never thought it would last. Now your lips all I remember, and this This was like a dream I had. We were flying, holding on to hope like wings made of chains. Your love was like a puzzle, and though it was trying, you helped it all make sense. Even though it's crazy how I want you, crazy how it feels to know you're the one. See, I know we don't have odds in our favor, but is it crazy to hold?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And guess what? We have us a +1 in the building.
Yes, we do.
We have an amazing +1 in the building. Actually, this guy's an author. He's a reverend. He's a lot of things, right?
Yes, he is. Yes,
But
he is.
he goes by the name of Kevin Hart. I know
That's interesting,
when
right?
we said Kevin Hart, I know a lot of people like Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart. Yes, Kevin Hart, a special Kevin Hart, but not that Kevin Hart, like not on the comedian side. So,
Yes.
Wife, you want to give us some accolades?
Yeah,
and
so
do the
let's
intro?
welcome to the show Pastor Kevin Hart.
Welcome to the party.
Yay.
Thank you so much. I'm truly humbled by the invitation. I am excited, and I appreciate all that you all do to keep us up to date and keep us in the know in the city.
Yes. Well,
Thank
welcome
you.
to Spotlight Over the City, and we appreciate you for giving us some of your time. We are very, very honored to have you on our platform tonight to talk we're going to get into this book in a few minutes, but before we do that, what we like to do is give you an opportunity for those who don't know. Tell them who Kevin Hart is. Do you ever get into conversations about you being the comedian Kevin Hart? Tell us about that and just give us some more fun facts about who you are.
Well, being Kevin Hart serves its purposes in its right places and right times. I remember a story when I was out away preaching, me and my family, and when I arrived at the hotel and checked in, the manager looked at the front desk lady and said, "That's not him." And the manager ran to my desk, to my hotel room before I could get there to take all of the extra perks out because she thought I was the real Kevin Hart. And so, I get it a lot. Well, just
In a
to tell you
good
a little
way.
bit about myself, I'm just a little guy born and raised in Sea Pleasant, Maryland. Raised in the family. My father and mother were God-fearing people. Father was a pastor of a church on Georgia Avenue, Petworth area. We moved down to U Street. When my father passed, he asked me to become pastor of the church. He appointed me as pastor. Of course, my book tells it all. I didn't get off to a great start, but I believe that it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. 18 years of my life were spent in a far-off country, living and wasting my life away. So I saw it, but God had different plans, and today I'm a living miracle. I am proof that what God can do for and through anybody that He
Amen.
needs.
I like that.
Amen. So you're the pastor of Christian Tabernacle Church right now, right?
Yes, ma'am. The Tab DC. I get the privilege and the honor to pastor the greatest church on this side of heaven, on the corner of 11th and Bishop William F. Hart Jr. Way, which is 11th and B Street, 1 block from Ben's Chili Bowl, right behind Oohs and Ahs.
Ooh.
Cool. Yeah, I know exactly where you guys are.
Yeah.
And I also am the executive director of 3 nationally accredited child development center and the president of Pick Up the Pieces, which is my nonprofit organization.
Tell us a little bit about that. Before we get into the book, tell us more about this nonprofit, Pick Up the Pieces.
Pick Up the Pieces is a program, is a nonprofit that actually was birthed in me while I was homeless in my own backyard, where I was living in the streets, sleeping behind a liquor store on Central Avenue, Addison Road. And at this point, I was wanting to get my life together, and I was just, and every time I tried, and every time I got up, I thought I was up for good. It seemed like I always ran into one piece of the puzzle that I was missing, that was keeping me from fully experiencing the life that the potential that God has for me. So I said, when I get myself together, I'm gonna start a program called Pick Up the Pieces, because you cannot complete a puzzle if you don't have all the pieces. And my program wants to ensure that everybody, every day, everywhere has the pieces to complete the puzzles of life. So Pick Up the Pieces is more of a resource center where we provide we connect proven people, proven partners, programs with people that are looking, because what's so disappointing for some of us that's been in the streets, some of us that's been homeless, some of us that's on the way back up, we get connected with people who are not proven, programs that they have the ability to write a grant, but they don't have the compassion for the grantees that they got it for. And it really is about counting numbers and not about quality services. So we want to make sure that you are providing services that are sustainable and services that are provable before we partner you with someone coming to us saying, I need help.
I love that, because a lot of people in that field are in it just for money, unfortunately, and a lot of people that's in that field for money don't really put their heart in it at all. And so
Right.
it's good to hear you say that. Your title of that book alone is just intriguing. And when you speak on being homeless in your own backyard, can you tell us a little bit more about being homeless? How did that come about?
Well, first of all, let me just be very, very clear that I was homeless by choice, not by force. Again, I was raised in a good family. We had we had the things, the necessities of life. But early on in my life, I was looking for something that I thought I was not getting in the house. And so what it does is it parallels my story with that of the prodigal son in Luke, the book of in the book of Luke, in the Bible. And for those of us that don't know that story, real quick, what it does is it's a story that Jesus is telling. It's a metaphor, and Jesus tells a metaphor, and the prodigal son is us, the children, and the father in that story is God. And so if that metaphor, if Jesus is telling that metaphor in the Bible, is clear that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. And so when the prodigal son, and it says also by us being sons, or we are heirs and joint heirs with Christ to the kingdom. And so whatever the father owns, we own by rights, just by being a son. So when the story talks about the son comes and asks his father for his inheritance, and he goes to a far off country and he squanders it and finds himself living homeless, what he was realizing is, because he is the son and his father owns everything, no matter how far you stray away, you're still on your daddy's property. And if you're on your daddy's property by right, you're on your own property because you're a son. So if you're living homeless and hungry, you're living homeless and hungry in your own backyard. You're living beneath your privileges as a child of God.
Wow.
Excellent. Very much so facts. And so, wow.
Wow.
And so when you say by choice, was it like drug abuse or something like that when you say by choice?
Drug abuse. But it doesn't start with the drug. It starts with the idea that, for me, it started with the idea that I needed something else. I was missing something, And so, in the book, it talks about my whole journey to homelessness, because before the prodigal son had asked for an inheritance, once his father gave him his inheritance, he never looked up Travelocity. He never went to cheap air flights. He never went to Expedia to look and see where do I want to go. By the time there was an ask, he already knew where he wanted to be. Why? Because he has spent the previous years of his life, like myself, living in the windows of life. And so what happens is a house is built with different rooms, but typically the bedrooms are positioned on the perimeter of the house. And for so long, I found myself gazing outside of the windows at what, but windows are created with window panes. They are there so that you can see what's going on, but to protect you from the elements of what's going on. And so what I found myself doing was spending most of my time in the windows of life, gazing at stuff that I was being protected from, thinking, but believing that the grass was greener on the other side, only to find out that I was not only just living in the window, I was living on the perimeter of the relationship that God had gave me. So while I'm living on the perimeter, the rest of my family was in the family room. I was living in dead relationships, because that story talks about that. Even the fact that a Jewish boy would ask his fathers for his inheritance, what he was saying was that you are dead with me. And for so often and so long, many of us are living in dead relationships, but we are hanging around because we need something from a dead relationship. And truth be told, a lot of us, we hang around a dead relationship because it's something that I need from this so that I can go where I really want to be.
So what was that something, your why? What was that one thing that turned it around for
So,
you?
okay, again, I tell you, I was always known as little fat Kevin Hart. My father was a pastor. I was a little church boy. And I didn't always want to be seen like that. So one day we went to Seward's Barbershop on George Palmer Highway back then. Now it's called Martin Luther King Highway.
I
But it was
remember.
called Seward's Barbershop. And I was, man, all I did was hung with my dad, my mom. We went on vacations. I went out. I was a little fat boy, and I came out, and my father, at this time, my father told me what kind of haircut I was gonna get. I didn't go in there and tell him just a little bit. No, it was a double O crawl all over. You come out, you get a shape up, you come out. I walked out the barbershop, and this little boy came and pow, popped me in my head and ran and laughed. My father, we jumped in the truck, and we going to fight, but we jumped in the church van. We jumped in the church van to chase down this little guy. I got out, and the little guy whooped me. He whooped me. And from that day forward, I promised myself that I would never. And I found out his name was Tony, and he was a little guy. He was a boxer in the neighborhood, and I promised myself that I would never ever be violated again by the Tonys of this world. So that one literal Tony became many Tonys. Anybody that I felt was violating me, anybody I felt that was not respecting who I was determined that never again would I allow the Tonys of life to smack me in my head. So my life changed. I needed something that I wasn't getting in the house to protect me from the Tonys of life.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, our producer is letting us know we got to wrap up soon. But before we wrap up, I wanted to find out just quickly about this drizzle sauce. What is this?
Just the drizzle will do. I also, through our nonprofit, we have a food truck which we purchase to serve people homeless. We feed the community on a regular basis. But in doing that, we also post up and sell at Brentwood Road, W Street, in different spots. And in the middle, I created these crab balls, and I'm a sauce man, but I created a sauce, and when I created the sauce, people were just coming from all over saying, just the drizzle that will do. And so but when I tagged the name Drizzle, somebody took the name and patent the name, reserve the name when they saw the potential of what I was doing. And that's crucial, because you got to protect your intellectual property, because people are watching your potential, and people stop trying to steal your stuff, but steal your potential. And so what I did, I created called the Drizzle sauce. You can come by the food truck at Brentwood and W Street every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on the corner of Brentwood and W Northeast. Get some drizzle sauce and get some of our hot croakers and fish and all that stuff.
Wow.
Man. Well,
I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
No, good.
I was just going to say, because I'm a foodie, when you're comfortable coming back into places, we can have you back in here with that drizzle sauce right here in the studio, because I would love to sample it.
It would be my pleasure. It would be you name it, and it would be my pleasure. I'll treat you all to one of our ultimate platters.
Yes. Okay.
We're gonna hold you to it.
We're gonna hold you to it.
We're gonna hold you to it, Rev.
Yes.
So much appreciated. We got to get out of here. So let them know where they can follow you before we let you go.
And how they can get the book.
You can get the book. You can go to my website at khart.org. You can also go to my Facebook. You can inbox us. We're going to do another. My book release was on my 50th birthday, March 27th. Got canceled, but you can follow me on Facebook at Kevin Hart Senior. You can follow me on Instagram at Elder Kevin Hart. You can follow me on Twitter at Kevin Hart Senior. And just shoot me an inbox, man. We'll get the book to you. Or you can come by the food truck, Brentwood and W Street, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10:30.
Okay. Well, we might have to check you out. We would love to support.
Yeah, man. It was great having you on.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for having me. You all have a blessed day.
It was a pleasure. We're going to say bye. We're going to wrap it up. But it was a great.
Much.
Let's give it up one more time.
Give it up for Reverend Kevin Hart.
Yes, sir.
Yay.
Great guest.
Yes, that was good. We got to get that book,
This
too.
is the book. When you see it, this is the book.
Yeah, we got to get that book.
Got you.
All right.
All right, next up.
Next up is your Spotlight Shining Star.
Spotlight Shining Star. This is actually one of my favorite segments. Today is actually definitely one of my favorite segments because Spotlight Shining Star is the segment where we spotlight someone in the community that does something great, small, big, doesn't matter, rich, famous, not known, doesn't matter. And unfortunately, this person is not with us anymore. But fortunately, we had a chance to experience this young man while he was around. This is my guy, Trey Burwell. Trey was a singer. Trey had a glow and an energy about him that when he showed up, he just was infectious to everyone around him. He was genuine. I knew his dad as well. And so now he's gone on as well as his dad. And so because of what he did, as far as just being a human being here on earth, I want to make him this day the shining star of today. And I want to say, Trey, I know you crossed over before me. I know 21. I talked to a few of my angels, and they told me that you was up there cutting in the line, singing all loud, trying to get in front. But I wanted you to say, because the angels told me to tell you, you can't get wild up there singing loud in front of everybody. You got to wait your turn because they go before the Lord and sing at designated time. So he told me to let you know, you got to go to the back, chill out. But what I wanted to tell you is, while you up there, tell Nip, I say what's good. I want you to get with him. Let him know you and Biggie and him need to collab. Get the joint to Khaled. Khaled get it to me. We play it on Spotlight. So while you up there, I want you to make good use of that time and let him hear that voice and let him know you back and let him know the homie will be through. Get a word in for me. Spotlight over the city shining stars. None other than Trey Burwell.
Trey Burwell III. He is like Stan said, 21 years old, lost his life this week. They found him this week, and very, very tragic.
Great guy.
He lost his dad, Bobby Burwell, October 24th of 2019.
Right.
So just imagine what his mom and his sister Mel are having to go through, almost a full year later, losing Trey.
And
very,
Bobby
very sad.
was very instrumental. I actually know Trey from Bobby, his dad. And he was a Spotlight person. He was on Spotlight several times. He was scheduled to be here the 19th.
On the 19th of this month, November.
Of November. And so we'll miss you, Trey. We really will miss you.
For sure.
You're one of the lights that will be missed. So I just want you to know that you're not just the shining star here, even where you are. So salute. R.I.P.
Trey Burwell III.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we have another amazing guest coming up, Miss Veronica Burnett.
Yes, we'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
I've been crushing on you for a long time. For a long time. But you keep telling me that it was the wrong time. Wrong time, yeah, whatever. I've been trying to find a way for me to skip the line, but you be thinking I be capping, don't pay me no mind. I've been craving all your love, heard you been craving mine. Whatever. I know I can love you better. I ain't worried about whoever. I ain't really into chasing, but I run 100 dash just to catch you. Whatever it is, if you need it, you want it, you can own it, girl. So tell me what I gotta do, 60 beats a minute, all I need for you to be mine. Be mine, for you to be mine. Cardiac arrest, your heart ain't got no free time. Free time. Confinement. The way you're looking in that dress, I swear you're so fine. Make you laugh at all my jokes and don't pay me no mind. You ain't gon' need no watch tonight, cause girl, it's me time. Me time. Forever. I know I can love you better. I ain't worried about whoever. I'm really into chasing, but I'm running 100 dash just to catch you. Whatever it is, if you need it, you want it. If you want it, you can own it. You can own it, girl. So tell me what I gotta do, what I gotta do for me to have your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. That's all I really want is. Dash just to catch up. Whatever it is, if you need it, you want it. You can own it. Girl, so tell me what I gotta do, what I gotta do for me to have your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. It's all I really want is your heart, your heart, your heart, girl. That's all I really want. Your love and your heart. That's all I really want is. Oh,
Hi, I'm Cecily, and I'm a soul and jazz artist from Washington, D.C., and this is my episode of the D.C. Soul Stage. I've swam in waterfalls that stung my back. To go back, 'cause even things that hurt make you feel alive. And all I ever wanted was to live before I die. 'Cause there's a river in me, and it pushes my feet, and I'm certain for one motion. There's an ocean in me, but it won't let me sink, and it's drawing me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And again, we have us another +1 in the building. Well, not quite in the building, but as close as we can do it, right?
Yes, yes,
so,
yes.
You want to get this young lady some accolades and get her on that?
I'm excited to introduce to you all someone who's helping us share in the awareness of Domestic Violence Month, and her name is Veronica Burnett. So I want you all to help me welcome her to the show.
Yes, let's get it together. Let's give her that energy. Yes, yes. Welcome to the show.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. How are you all?
Oh, we are doing great.
Great to have you on.
Yes. Thank you for being a part of Spotlight Over the City and giving us a little bit of your time. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Good. You look amazing. You look great. Well, We have introduced you. You are Veronica Burnett, Black Girl Magic. I love it. And I want to give you an opportunity just to tell a little bit about yourself. And then I have some questions that I want to ask you that relate to domestic violence. So just give an overview of who you are so our viewers can get to know you.
Okay, I will give a short, brief synopsis of who I am.
Okay.
I'm Veronica Burnett. I'm a certified life coach. I'm so excited about it. My mission is to help those who are ready to start living life all over again. Anyone who has gone through trauma, that is me. I can help you get to your next level in life. I've written 2 books in the last year. I'm so excited about that. And I'm a mom. My most precious and best gift ever is my 7-year-old daughter. I am a serial entrepreneur, so just a lot of different things going on. But my mission is to just serve and to speak and share my voice with others to give them hope.
I love it. I love it. All right, so let's just get right to it. We have a lot of people who watch this show who have been victims of domestic violence or who've been in households and experienced the volatility of domestic violence. So why do you feel it is important for us to keep these discussions going about domestic violence?
Well, first of all, it's important because it's a cycle and it is a plague that attacks our families. It does not matter what your age is, your sex, your ethnicity, your socioeconomic status. It does not care. And it continues and perpetuates and it destroys our families. My thing is the reason why it continues on is because we don't talk about it enough in our families to help the next generation to understand and see that violence, usurping your power and your control over someone else is not healthy. It continues on in our families and it destroys our families because we don't talk enough about it. So that person who may be going through it by themselves or don't know that manipulation is involved in domestic violence or that reason why you are afraid of speaking your voice to someone could be because of domestic violence. You don't know that if no one talks to you. If Big Mama and Auntie and your cousins don't talk to you about their experiences, you just don't know. And it continues and perpetuates itself throughout our communities. So it's really important to talk about it so that we can start to end this cycle and bring on healthier relationships.
Wow, wow, wow. So were you yourself a victim of domestic violence, Veronica?
Yes, I am a survivor. Excited about the fact that I chose to get out. I do want to say that not everyone has that choice, and my heart is always hard saddened because someone has passed on from domestic violence. But yes, I did experience it. Even as a teenager, there is interrelationship violence that teenagers experience, and they don't know that that's what they're experiencing because it's not talked about in schools, it's not talked about in families. Only girlfriends and little friends talk to each other about it. But yes, I was very much a victim of it, and that is why I am a happy single mom to this day.
Happy single mom to this day. Well, I kudos to you for getting out. How did you get out? Like everyone will want to know, how did you do it? Like what were the steps?
Okay, so first of all, I did not realize that it started even before I got married. It started with just subtle conversations, subtle things that he would say to me that made me second guess myself. And I thought that I was a pretty strong minded person. But manipulation comes about in different ways. And so it started there, and I continued on in this relationship and then got married. While in that marriage, I started noticing more and more that I wasn't happy. It was not healthy. Things were said and done that made me know that I was in a violent relationship. So I did sit on the side of my bed and I looked out the window one day and said, God, this cannot be the abundant life that you talked about. This absolutely cannot be. I need to know if you are going to heal this marriage or if you want me to get out and I need you to scream in my face so that I hear you. The last incident where we were together and I was holding my daughter and he attacked me while I was holding my daughter. And I will remember hearing her scream to this day. It was like nothing I had ever heard from her before. I walked out of my door, and this is speaking about not talking about it. I walked out of my door, went to meet one of my girlfriends to get my Girl Scout cookies. I did not tell her what had just happened, and I'm telling you, it was about 5 minutes in between. And so I sat in my car, and I'm crying, and I'm praying, and I said, all right, and I said to my baby girl, and she was about 22 months at the time. And I said, okay, baby, let's go back in the house now. And we walked in to the apartment building. We got to the steps that takes us to our 3rd floor apartment. And when she lifted her foot, she let out this cry again, like I had never heard. And she hesitated. She's never been hesitant about going into the house. She knows her toys are in there. But at that moment, I just said, you know, God, this must be the reason. This must be my sign, and I'm not going back. So I sat in my car, I called the police, and we were actually escorted out of the house. Within 30 minutes, I had to pack up an almost 2-year-old, a duffel bag, a nebulizer, and whatever I could grab quickly and leave. And and it has a blizzard started that very same night. It's
And
So go ahead.
so you never went back?
I did not go back. Now, I did leave before, and it's important that people know that a victim normally leaves 7 times before they leave for good, up to 7 times before they leave for good. So if you do know of a victim who has left and they have gone back, do not shame them. They go back for so many reasons. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes they just want to be with their family. They want their family whole. It could be for a number of reasons. It could be, I love this person and I want it to be better. I went back because I wanted my family to be whole.
Right.
That second incident that I just told you about was a month after I went back. And I never looked back. When I left that night, I never went back.
So I wanted to say I applaud you for the courage, first of all, to tell the story. Secondly, to leave. I know people personally that it took a lot of physical abuse, damaging abuse before they left. I know 1 or 2 people who have returned after the damaging physical abuse. I have a cousin that was shot by her boyfriend and paralyzed from the waist down, and she returned to him. And so I'm familiar with the stories, and that was one of my questions that I was going to ask you. Why, what was it that drove you back? Because everybody does have different reasons. And so that last time, why was it the last time? What was it for you actually? Because we know you have a child and the whole 9, but you had went back before. So then what made you say never again?
Well, I read a lot, so I am the career student, so I'm always reading. And when I had my daughter, I read a lot. Like, this little girl is who I prayed for. Everything about her, I prayed for. And I was so thankful to God to bless me with this little girl, to rear her in the right way. Yeah. And when I read in this book that children, their memories, their long-term memories kick in when they're about 2 years old. And so for me, I knew I needed to make a choice before she turned 2, because I didn't want her to remember that about her father and mother.
Yep.
So when it happened, the way it happened, I said that was it, because in a few months she would have been 2 years old. I just didn't want that for her. And so I felt like her life and her future deserved me walking away. Like, she deserved to have a better life, and she deserved for her mother to care for her in the way that, even though she's not in the home with her father, I care for her so that she wouldn't be damaged by the residual effects of it, and she wouldn't be there. The reason I went back the first time, purely because of love, purely because I wanted my family together. And we had already been apart for about a month. And I went back because he wanted to see us for Christmas. So we went for Christmas. And it was just a beautiful setting. And it was everything I wanted it to be. But that was the honeymoon phase of that cycle. And when I saw that it was not going to be what I needed it to be for me to be happy, healthy, and whole, I left. And I looked for my way out, and that way was my daughter not putting her foot on that step.
Wow.
Well, so I applaud you so much.
Yes.
Just like I said, it takes a lot of courage to do what you have done. So what would be your advice before we wrap it up to the people that's out here listening, that's going through similar situations today, that's thinking about maybe returning, and they have finally broken away from the situation, but they don't have a way to get around it, and they're thinking about returning? What would you say to that person? How would you advise them?
I would ask them a series of questions. One, was that situation healthy for you? And are you willing to go back to a situation that could get worse? Are you willing to go back to a situation where if it never changed, would you be happy? And how will it affect your future? Next, I would ask them, what do you want your life to look like? If that situation that you're thinking about going to does not line up with where you want to go, then reevaluate going back. It is not healthy. It will not lead to anything but destruction if that other person is not getting help. And I do want to say this. I in no way hate her father. I am not bitter towards her father. And I also want to say that abusers, there is help for them too.
Yes.
I do know of situations where people have worked it out and got back together because the two actually did the work separate and apart. But that person who's thinking about going back, do not go back when you know that things are not going to change. Your life, your future depends on you being strong. And if you can't be strong, reach out to someone who can help you. Reach out to therapists, counselors, your best friend who is strong enough to help hold you up. That's what I would say.
I love that advice, and make sure you have someone that you can confide in. I think that someone has to be there for you in the midst of it all. I think that a lot of times people think they don't have anyone. So where can they follow you, and where can they, make sure they keep up with your journey?
I wanted to sneak in one question, though, Veronica. Someone sent a question on our Facebook. Are you still friends with him? And does your daughter have a relationship with him? And does she know? So that's like 3. And does she know what you went through?
That's a lot of questions, babe.
Okay, I can answer all of them quickly. We are not friends. We are cordial because of my daughter.
Okay.
And number 2, they don't have a close relationship because they're not in the same state. And for whatever reason, he chooses to stay a little distant. Number 3, she does not know what happened. She knows that her mother and father did not get along, and it was best for us to walk away from that so that she could have a good life. Those are things that I did tell her specifically. It was better for us. She would not be the happy, vibrant, excited, rambunctious little girl that she is, I feel, had I stayed.
Okay, and you do, like Stan said, we want you to give out your information, but you have a book. There's something here, Unmute Yourself Anthology, which you co-authored, and your website. So I just want to make sure that you give out everything that you can think of right now in this moment, because there are women listening right now who are probably going to want to reach out to you for some support.
Sure. First, you can find me on my website, veronicaburnett.com. On there, you will find ways to reach out to me to schedule appointments with me. I am a certified life coach. I am on social media on Instagram at betterdays.llc and on Facebook at Veronica B Speaks. You can always send me an email at info@veronicaburnett.com. And I also authored my first book last year. It is called the Better Days Vision Journal. And so it is loosely based on my process for getting out of that cycle and staying out of that cycle and creating a better life for myself. And you can find all of those on my website. The Unmute Yourself Anthology is actually an ebook, and I'm also taking orders for the paperback, and you can find that on my website as well.
Veronica,
great
you
stuff.
are a shero girl.
Superhero. Was that shero?
Yes, a shero. Yes, you are.
Definitely that. And you are super brave. And you have some amazing things coming out. So we appreciate you so much.
Yes, we do.
For giving the audience some good soil. So we thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show. And tune in again next week. We're going to be talking about this again with some other people who were in situations like yourself. So tune in.
I will.
Thank you so much again, Veronica. You all give it up again one more time for Veronica Burnett.
Let's put it together. Great guest.
Yes, Black Girl Magic.
Guests, you know? And so I really like the strength that she exudes. So a lot of people are in those situations. I want to say, make sure that you're not too afraid to talk to someone because it could be life costly. Like a lot of times you be so afraid that the person that's causing trauma in your life knows you're afraid.
Right.
And so when it gets to that level, they project more trauma because they know you're not going to get someone to help you out of that situation. So at least let them know that you have someone in your corner. So maybe they won't take it so far, maybe, hopefully.
I agree with everything that you just said. Veronica, when she first came on, she did ask me about my shirt, and I forgot to shout out Ivory over at Clothed Ivy Boutique over there in Largo, Maryland. Y'all like my shirt? Go
shout out Ivy and all the Black owners, business owners. Shout out to all of you guys, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, we got to go to a commercial break because we got a live performance coming up to close the show, and we're going to get to know a little bit about this duet called T.W.O. after this commercial break.
So we'll be back in 2 and 2.
I said T.W.O. T.W.O.
Spotlight. We'll be back.
Close your eyes. Imagine standing, crawling, exhaustedly skating across a sheet of fire in the center of the world's largest desert with an umbrella of desolated sky and a lonely, blazing, volcanic sun that showers you with devastating degrees. No shade, no trees, no river, no seas, no sign of no breeze, no fountain, no spring, no well, and the nearest drop of water is thousands of miles away. Imagine that day, that feeling. Now open your eyes to the reality of many. Look at any city, any American metropolis, and you'll see thousands standing, living in the center of food deserts, trying to figure out how to afford the items on their shopping list. I ask you this. How do you live check to check when the checks stop coming and you ain't got no Philip Drummond, no access to no free luncheons, pulling out WIC cards, attacked by people's judgments, money don't grow on trees and food don't grow in ovens? Our people are struggling. Mothers and fathers who just want to feed their kids got it so hard. And because of where their homes are located, proper nutrients are dodged. My God, our country got enough fools, enough jewels that are lost to the injustices that are constantly fed. We're here at this table fighting for better days, for better ways, where we can all break bread. We need to pump the brakes and break our bad habits. It's beyond tragic to see so many of our people starve. This is an alarm. We need more urban farms. Black farmers need more help and less stiff arms. We need a system that doesn't punish or harm those in need. We are the change that the world needs. It's hard surviving when you can't supply your needs, when lack of transportation leaves healthy foods out of reach. We need more love in these streets, more grocery stores with organic fruits and veggies, more farmer markets, less delis. Man, pull up the food truck. The nation need a potluck. Every kid needs a hot lunch. lunch. Every hard worker deserves a warm dinner after the clock is punched. Belly shouldn't be empty when others are filled with brunch. Stuffed with full hearty meals. Justice for all takes skill, and that starts with heart and soul. We need that for every part and every role that's played. The more service we ignite, the more lives are saved. We need to dish out solutions for food insecurities, not ridicule and shame. This crisis is critical. It ain't a game, it's a chance for the world's richest nation to right its wrongs and stand tall. The mission is proper nutrition for all. The mission is proper nutrition for all. So when you rolling through these food deserts, don't hallucinate. We need you to see them all. Open your hearts, open your eyes. We need you to see them. Because here at this table, we're not feeding hope. Together, we're feeding freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, and guess what? We got not only a +1, y'all. We got us a +2, literally, in the building. But before I get to that, I want to shout some people out on Facebook because I've been slighting the fam. So I got to make sure. Natalia, what's up, miss? She's in the building. Isis, yes. I see you. Nikki, yep. Nikki's in the building. Somebody guessed my song, too. Brandon, I owe you something. You halfway there, Brandon. You
and
got
the guys in the back figured it out. They cheat because they
cheating.
Yeah,
somebody Googled it. They doing, yeah. Monica Moore in the building. What's up, sis? Who else we got? Jamar, I see you, though. Daryl, yep. Cuzzo, I see you. Ebony. Ebony, you crazy.
Amber,
I see you. William, yep.
Here?
Cuzzo, I see you. Sean, yep. Sean Marshall, Tariq, I see you. Ty, Hattie Graham, what's up, Neek? Micheline Bowman, I see you. Congrats on your new show. We love it. Everybody in the building. Thank you, guys.
Yes, everybody in the building.
Okay.
Micheline, hey, girl.
Yeah,
I meant to shout you out, too, because she just posted her first episode of her new talk show, On the Scene with Micheline.
Yeah, but we got our guests in the building, so we got to go. So, yes, thank you guys for holding. We didn't mean to leave you in, so without further ado, wifey.
Yes. I'm very excited about this duo. And we've got coming up, the group is called T.W.O. Y'all want to welcome them to the show? Oh, y'all hear the bars? T.W.O. Welcome them to the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for coming on, you guys.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you
family,
for having
how's
us.
it
going? We on. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you being a part of the Spotlight family.
Yes, we do. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to our viewers and listeners?
Okay. My name is Ximena.
And my name is Marcus.
Hey, Ximena, and hey, Marcus. We're excited to have you.
And you two are two. So how did you come up with the name Two? Of course, it's two of you guys, but how did you come up with the name, and who came up with the name?
We were just brainstorming. I actually came up with two, and then it's an abbreviation of...
It's an acronym for Together We're One.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Say that one more time, Marcus.
Together We're One.
Cool. Okay, so it's an acronym. Okay.
T.W.O. Together We're One. I love it.
So I'm all the way thrown off. I'm talking about because it's two of them. I was going to say, so what happened if you add somebody to the group? But I got you. It's not even based on how many.
No.
It's just us two.
I love it.
All together we're one.
Exactly.
I like that.
How did the two of you meet?
We need each other.
So how did you guys come together?
So we actually are in an agency band. He had been playing with the band a little longer than I, and they invited me to audition, and stellar musicians in the band in the DC area. And me and Marcus, we were talking about just our music history and just the things we've done and our goals. And I told him that I had some songs, and he offered his help, and he first became my producer. And the initial idea was for me to go out by myself And he started singing, and I was like, let's just do it together. Let's just do it together. You're going to be on the road with me. We're going to be writing together. Let's just make a band. Let's make a group. And that's how we got started.
I like that. That happened to me before. I started singing and somebody wasn't expecting it. Next thing you know, they wanted to be a part of the group, want us to come together. So he must can really sing.
Ximena, listen.
Terry,
listen.
Don't do that. So we got company. So anyway, we really appreciate you guys, and I want to know between the both of you guys, one by one, what's your favorite artist and who brought you guys, who influenced you guys the most, one at a time?
Our favorite artist?
Yeah, individually, you guys individually. Who's your favorite artist?
I'm loving Emily King right now. She's an amazing writer, an amazing performer. Her voice is so unique, and I'm really vibing with her sound right now. So.
Hey, Ximena, that's one that a lot of people wouldn't even know about, but because I love music, I'm sitting here like nodding my head like, yeah.
She's the one. She's
dope. Okay,
yes.
Cool. I got me because I wasn't aware of it. So cool. Okay, Marcus, what we got?
It's a little different for me. I'm still a classics dude, so I'm really still on like Stevie Wonder really hard, and different guys who actually change radio in a sense. So I'm a big fan of producers, like as artists, not just Stevie, but Babyface and different guys who have taken their talents,
heavy hitters,
and have been blessed to write hits, not just for themselves but for others. So when I say I listen to them, that spans not just their music that they put out under their name, but music that was put out for other artists, as well. So
I love it.
I'm intrigued by that. You said you threw me off. I didn't know you would say Stevie, but that's actually one of my favorite artists, and that's one of the favorite albums. I remember being 16 and getting Songs in the Key of Life. I don't know if you're old enough to know about that one, but that
Most
was
definitely.
Yeah, so I got that at 16 years old, and I became a Stevie fan. So you picked one of the greatest of all times.
Yes, indeed. So how would you describe your music style? For the two of you together as your group.
We have influences from all over the place. R&B, rock, gospel. It's like this big merge of sounds, and I'd like to think that we created a unique sound of our own, and our vision is to break those boundaries that have been created by genres and to really just create a world of music that can carry on and be unique and to create whole new ideas for other artists going down the line.
I love it. I love it. All right. So what's the name?
I'm sorry.
What's the name of your new project, and what can we expect in the future from the group too?
So our new project is called Perfect Getaway. It's an EP. It's a 5-song EP. And in the future, we just hope to continue to put out wholesome music that everybody can listen to, kids, parents. It's a family sound, and we want everybody to experience the love and the unity in our music. And this world is so divided in so many different ways, and we just want people to come together through our sound. And you can expect us to continually put out music. After this EP, we have songs that we've written, and there are just so many, and we're so excited to put it out. This is such an awesome time, and this pandemic has really given us an opportunity to even further our sound, and so we're excited. That's what you can look forward to.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Putting out music that'll make an impact for sure.
Yeah, definitely. What are you all going to be performing live for us today? You're closing the show. We save this good kind of stuff right here to close the show out. What are you going to sing for us today?
So this song is actually from our EP. It's called Always on My Mind, and we both wrote it, and it's a ballad, so we hope you guys enjoy it.
I'm sure we will. Do you want to go ahead and give out your information before we get into it? Because, we'll get wrapped up into this good music and don't want to forget. We want to make sure everyone can support your journey as you continue to go along.
Yeah, so you guys can reach us at 2.the.duo on Instagram, and our website is www.totheduo.com.
I love it. Thank you.
ToTheDuo.com.
To the duo, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm ready.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
What else is worth my time? Who else could occupy where all my dreams roam? Where all my dreams roam? How could I stray away? How could I go one day without this love I've known? Without this love I've known. With the waves crashing wild and the tide going rogue as the clouds darken the skies. The thought of you brings a peace that calms every storm. You are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind.
Is it your caring heart, or the way that you play your part, that keeps me standing tall? It keeps me standing tall. Is it your eyes and charm, or is it those loving arms that make it safe to fall? I feel so free to fall when the waves crash wild and the tide goes rogue as the clouds darken the skies. The thought of you brings a peace that calms every storm. You are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Baby, you are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind.
You don't have to wonder what's in my head. I'm holding to promises made to myself. I found my smile in my dreams of you. Just you. You are always on my mind.
Are always on my mind.
You're always on my mind.
Oh, you are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Baby, you are always on my mind. You're always
song. That is a really beautiful song. So I don't know how you didn't fall in love right now. Now wait a minute. How you keep your hands off each other while you doing this stuff? Now what's going on here now? Hey.
Don't start nothing, man.
No, you hear me. You see how I jump out. Hey, but let me just say this. Lovely song, very sexy song. Central, it's a really great song. So the reason I said that is because it has sex appeal. So yeah.
Why you got your shades on now, baby?
I don't know. It just made me feel like a singer. Like when I was listening to y'all, do you see me? I done jumped out. I was singing.
Always
let me do it though.
No, it's a duet.
Let me do it.
Always on my mind. You
wait, don't mess it up, girl.
Always on my.
Never mind. We got the rap. Cause they gonna mess. She gonna mess the brain up.
These days, like they on somebody. Like somebody's thinking about you. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk.
We loved it. We loved it, y'all.
We appreciate the kind words and thank you guys for being a part of Spotlight. We really enjoyed the song. We really enjoyed what you guys brought to the platform. So thank you. Make sure you guys follow these two right here. They're doing some amazing things. We gotta wrap it up. The producer's getting ready to cuss. So before I go, I have to.
You want to give a quick black fact, or did you go in enough earlier today?
Do we have time for a black fact?
No,
okay,
it's after 8:30.
That's gonna cost me too much. Okay, so. Before I gotta get out of here, I have to say this. If you choose God, you chose wise. If you choose His ops, you chose your demise. Love God. Love hard. Live good, God first. Spotlight over the city, baby. Woo!